Good day, everyone. Today is time for Sunday. Sunday just means that you want to be a nurse. Well, if you want to be a nurse, then you're in the right place because you're going to get tips on what you need to do to become a nurse. All right. So let's start out with the first few basic things. Now, if you're already completed your core classes or your support courses, those are anatomy, physiology, microbiology, chemistry, pathophysiology, nutrition, genetics, all those support courses. Once you complete those support courses, and don't let those go by easily, right? Take good notes and keep your notebooks and keep all those things that you need to help maybe reference back, because a lot of times in nursing you will refer back to anatomy and physiology and probably patho. Those things are going to be very most important. Nutrition also. But as you enter your first nursing course, you're going to be a beginner nursing student. So, your first nursing course is going to be basic concepts. That's your foundations. So, you want to think about as you're building your nursing career, kind of like building a structure or a home, you have to lay down a foundation. Your foundation is going to be very important. So, foundations in nursing are going to be those basic nursing concepts that you need to learn in order to safely care for patients. Now, we love to think about the here and now and getting through each test and getting through the course itself and making sure you do well on your quizzes and your exams, and you may have some papers to write and some projects to complete. That's okay. That's good. Those are your short term goals. So set those short term goals. Compile a study planner of what you're going to study each day, and have on your study planner, when are those things due? When are your exams due? And when are your quizzes and your projects due? That is great. But you also want to think about the long term goal. And I think that's what students miss the most, is because the NCLEX is so far off and that they only think about the moment. I got to get by day to day, but they don't start preparing for the future now. So it's critical that you think about the moment, that you not only think about the moment now of getting through your first nursing courses, but also to think about the NCLEX. Now, why is this important? Well, in order to be successful on the NCLEX, you need to be familiar with the NCLEX exam. You want to know, how does my nursing program prepare me? What are the things that I need to be learning within the nursing program while I'm still in school that's going to help me on the NCLEX exam? And that's the part that gets people at the very end, because nursing students, they will graduate, they'll do fine through nursing school, majority of them. There may be some hiccups here and there, but for the most part, they can get through school and get their degree. But when it comes to taking the NCLEX, it may be difficult to pass. And if you don't pass the exam, you're not able to practice as a nurse. So in order to become a licensed nurse, whether it's an LPN, LVN, or an RN, you must pass the NCLEX. And yes, many times students go through 2-year programs, 4-year programs, and they don't pass the test on the first try. So your tips and your keys to being able to pass is to start thinking about it the minute that you are in the door, the minute you start your nursing classes. So don't think about, oh, I'm not going to worry about that now, I'm going to worry about it later. No, it's going to be too late, and it's going to delay your progress. Not thinking about the NCLEX once you start your nursing foundation courses is going to, and could potentially, delay your progress in the future. It may delay your ability to pass the NCLEX exam right out of school, and you may have to wait. I've tutored students who were not able to pass within the first year. Some had been out of school for 2 or 3 or 4 years or more, and were not able to pass until they came to me, and I assisted them and guided them in my tutor course and process, and they were able to pass. But I'm just want to give you those tips for those of you who are thinking about, I want to be a nurse. So you want to be a nurse? Okay, this is the things that you have to do. Now, one thing you want to do is review the NCSBN website. This plan is going to list the content areas and the activities that you're going to be tested on. Now, true, by the time you complete your nursing program, it may have changed because every 3 or 4 years, on average about 4 years, the test plan does change. They update things. They do updates about every 3 years or so. But the gist of the information that you need to know, the content and the way questions are asked, those things typically doesn't change. Things that are big, or like things that have changed in practice, like standards of care, maybe the evidence-based practice change, maybe research has shown certain things were better, and we improved on our care of how we take care of patients. But a lot of that is very few and fine in the middle. And so you want to just have a good general basis. What you're learning now is going to help you on the NCLEX. So I want you to consider not only preparing for your nursing exams, but I also want you to prepare now for your NCLEX exam. I want you to be ready. I want you to win. All right. And I want you to be ready when the NCLEX exam becomes real for you and becomes a reality. It may not seem like it's real to you right now, but it is. It's going to be a big, major pivot in your career, because without passing it, you can't move forward. You can't go and apply for those nursing positions and those jobs that you so dearly want. So this is going to be very important. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is just look briefly at the NCSBN test plan, and just kind of show you really quick what things you want to keep in mind to prepare. All right, so this is the NCSBN website. It's the National Council of State Boards of Nursing. So every state has a state board of nursing, and these are the people who make the test. These are the people who give you authorization to take the test. There's also another aspect of this, which is called Pearson VUE, who actually give you a process of application and applying and receiving your test results and all those things. So you're going to learn about this if you start here. So put this down in your notebook if you have a study planner. If you don't have a study planner, you are welcome to purchase my NCLEX study planner, which is on my website. It will take you through a year of study. So maybe that first year when you're trying to learn how to journal your way through and keep up with things, it is a type of planner that you have to fill in dates. It's undated because you could be starting your journey at any point in the year. So it's good for about 12 months. Or you could just get a journal. But where you want to start here is write this in your notebook or your journal, www.ncsbn.org. All right, and it takes you to this website. You're going to see exams, all these things, membership. You can scroll down, different things, people that they partner with. Here's some information on the next generation NCLEX. You can go there. We're going to start up here and we're going to click on exams. And they have different types of exams, and so there's a list of different exams and statistics and publications. We're going to look at NCLEX. When I click on NCLEX, I want you to start on, and this could be for NCLEX RN or PN. When you scroll down, you're going to see the test plan, and I do want you to download the test plan. This test plan became effective April 1st, 2023 of last year. That's when they updated it. But I want you to go to prepare for success. You're not quite ready for exam day. These are things you can come back to later, and you're not quite ready to get your results, but they do explain what to expect, when to expect your results and quick results and retake details. But we're hoping you don't have to retake it. So we're trying to prepare early. So go to prepare for success, what you need to know to prepare for the NCLEX. You're going to see some sample questions. This gives you a perspective to see how questions are formatted, how the layout is. You can download these sample questions. There's bulletins, they come out with newsletters and flyers and information, a tutorial to help candidates become familiar with the Pearson VUE exam software. And And then here's your test plan. All right. So you can start there with some sample questions and then go to the test plan. Now, when you get to the test plan, you want to just look at which route are you taking. Are you becoming an RN or an LPN? All right, let's say you are working on your RN license. You want to click that and you can go ahead and download it to your computer or laptop. There's a download symbol here. Download this file. You can even print it. And as you can see, it's pretty long. It's about 59 pages long. I think I always say it's 70 something, but it is actually shorter than I'm thinking, but it's lengthy. All right, so I'm going to give you an example of what you want to focus in on. Now, this is not by subject, so of course your courses are going to be a little more subject based. Like you may have peds, and you may have you may be studying cardiac and peds, or what have you. So subject based is going to be a little bit different. But let's say you are doing foundations, and let me just zoom in. A good place to start is going to be foundations. Foundations is embedded in the physiological integrity, but not adaptation. It's just a category underneath patient needs. Physiological integrity. What it means is that as a nurse, you're learning how to promote physical health and wellness. So in your nursing foundation courses, you're going to talk about physical health and wellness and ABCs and general vital signs and labs and what does it mean to be a nurse. You're going to talk about a lot of basic things in nursing, and you're going to learn how to provide care and comfort, how to make a bed, how to wash a patient, how to clean their dentures, how to check their hearing aids, how to put in their dentures, things like that. So you want to be able to reduce client risk potential and manage health alterations. So they're giving you like a summary of what you should be learning in those foundations of nursing courses. Provide comfort and assistance in the performance of activities of daily living. You're going to learn a lot about ADLs in the very beginning of your nursing courses. So you want to look at this outline, and as you're studying, refer back to this outline and make sure you're understanding what you need to know, not only for your exam, but how is this going to help me when I get to my NCLEX exam? How is this going to help me pass? Now, along with learning this, you also want to start learning strategies, test strategies, and techniques that help you. Maybe strategies that will help you on your nursing exams, as well as what will help you on the NCLEX. You want to start learning those things early. As you scroll down, they give you a little more detail. Related content includes, but it's not limited to, assistive devices, elimination. If you turn to your, I was going to say click to, but if you turn to your nursing textbook, your nursing foundations, and back when I was in school, it was Kosher's. I think now they have Perry and Potter. There's one, Iggy, I think is one. Depending on what textbook your school is using. When you get to these sections, you want to make sure you know about elimination, mobility and immobility, non-pharmacological comfort interventions, and that you do practice questions in those categories. Nutrition and oral hydration, personal hygiene, rest and sleep. They give you a sample question, and that's it for that category. It moves on to farm. So you want to get practice. Now, I suggest go ahead and get a test strategy book. I am still working on mine. I'm hoping to have it published within the next year. But you also want to have a NCLEX book, a good comprehensive general NCLEX book that kind of goes over everything, so that as you're studying your nursing content in school and you're going by their study outline to prepare for your exams and your tests, you also refer back to that comprehensive review. There's several on the market. You have Saunders, you have Kaplan, there's Hearst, there's different ones. And if you get those early on, some book or format or ebook or something that helps you, that guides you along with what you're studying, you're going to do well. You won't have to have that delay. You may be one of those students that gets out of school and within a month or two, they're able to take their test and pass right away. So you don't want to delay the process. So that is my suggestion to you. I want you to win. I want you to do it. I want you to pass. I know that you can do this. And so, keep in mind that nursing is a process, it's a journey, but ease your journey as much as you can by allowing yourself to become prepared. That's your goal. You want to prepare. So just like it said here, they even had a thing there that was a subtitle, I guess you could say, to prepare for success. And that's what you want to do. Write down on your journal, right? Have a page of how you're going to prepare for success from this point forward. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and meet me here next time. Next Sunday, we're going to talk a little more about Sunday. So you want to be a nurse. All right, I'll see you next week. See you next time. Like, share, and subscribe so you too can get your tips on how to become a nurse.